All right, community. Community, what's going on, community? It's Mr. Paul coming directly from Bissonnet to the internet at MPJ Academy of Excellence. And just doing a little dive today, checking into our local leadership, Fort Bend Superintendent Dr. Mark Smith. Big shout out to Dr. Mark Smith. Recently announced the Fort Bend Superintendent. But it was a little interesting to look and see how he got there. And Christy Whitbeck, who was the previous superintendent that was forced to retire. It was a little interesting. I had to do some research digging into it and got to the bottom of it. It looks like what could be looked at as, we're going to say, negligence at the least, misappropriation of funds, another possible. But long story short, we're trying to get voters to vote on a bond to use to do some expansions and updates within the Fort Bend ISD, which is what they should be doing as leadership. And however, they were accused with making projections for the construction cost too low so that voters would vote on it, and then now too soon into the projects are starting to look for additional funds to continue projects due to shortfalls in the projections. Could get sticky, muddy waters, because the devil is always in the details. And when it comes to funding and budgeting, it's sometimes those projections can be hard. I saw them mention where rising costs of construction materials has affected the cost, as well as inflation, and Houston as a metro area that's in a rapidly growing place, which is causing construction costs in general to go up. But yeah, definitely unfortunate. However, one silver lining in that cloud is in my local area, which is what would be considered Fort Bend, Houston, I guess, a little bit of East Missouri City. Brygate was one of the first elementaries to be receiving part of this expansion, and they've already, they've leveled it, and they're in the process of rebuilding Brygate, which is in a area that's a little bit more socioeconomically disadvantaged, if you know what I mean. It's actually where MPJ had its first brick and mortar location, West Fuquay, over by Studio 2000 Mo Block, for any of the people know about that Brygate area over there. But yeah, nevertheless, we have that superintendent now, Dr. Mark Smith, representing for Fort Bend ISD, and hopefully they're giving them all the tools that he needs to succeed, and not bringing them in after a catastrophe to only set him up for the big letdown. But we're gonna be cheering for our brother, because we know that making progress is a journey. And we out here.